What's up, what's up? Thanks for coming back through. We're going to keep this one real short because we've already reviewed this shoe's counterpart and talked a lot about this brand. So the shoe's counterpart is the APL Streamline. But now we're going to talk about the APL TECHLOOM Zipline. This shoe is crazy good. I'm going to admit it. I like this shoe. The closest thing I can liken it to is the Puma DV8 Nitro in its feel. It's plush, not as squishy as the DV8 Nitro. The plate feels similar. Now, they say there's a plate in here. I haven't seen the plate in here. I haven't seen anybody tear one of these apart. And APL is not known for their honesty about what's in their shoe. They like to work on hype. They don't have a lot of substance. You know, the rusty springs in the basketball shoe were not really giving you that much pop. Anyway, we're going to give them a fair shake on this one. So, the APL TECHLOOM Zipline gets its name from the Spider-Man lines that are going around the shoe holding the knit together. This is a completely knit shoe. This colorway, this sort of confetti colorway, they are calling their multi-melange. Kind of fancy. But let's get into it real quickly. It's a good shoe. I love it. It is not, I reiterate, as in the last video, it is not a $300 shoe. It is not worth that. Find this on sale and have a good shoe, or have a shoe that's just not worth it. Starting with the upper, it is a knit upper all the way around. Great stretch knit on the tongue area, I suppose. It's a one-piece booty construction, but the tongue area is stretchy behind those laces. Then you get right into the knit. The knit feels comparable to most knits, maybe not as thick as an Ultra Boost knit, but still feels pretty good on the inside. Doesn't have any extra lining. Your foot is right against the knit if you go barefoot, but it fits a sock just fine. Now, the laces are also the multi-melange colorway. They matched it perfectly with the knit, which is really pretty cool. I like for my laces to match the tongue area. It's just an aesthetic thing, personal preference, but they got it spot on here. That's awesome. Looking at the zip line, you can see that the laces are going through loopholes connected to the zip line. This makes the zip lines very similar to Nike Flywire, where it's pulling directly on the shoe, directly connected to the laces. I like that. There's only so tight you're going to get it because it is a knit shoe, but I found that when you do cinch it up, you really do feel those pull the shoe together. I like that. Very padded collar along that heel section where the Achilles goes, and just slightly to the side of it. Very, very padded, very comfortable. This knit is finished here, so it's stretchy all the way around. That makes it easy to get into, but it does provide a little bit of a challenge on the structure of keeping your foot in there. Now, I had just a minor amount of heel slippage. I did a mile run in them. Then I did some warm-up on another day, just a brief warm-up. Then I did lifting, intervals, and plyos in subsequent days. It held up really, really well. I didn't have a lot of heel slip, but that knit being stretched all the way around causes that. If they had stretched the tongue and then made the collar a little regular knit with a little more of their zip line, I think that would have helped the fit. But all in all, very good, roomy upper. Again, it's straight lasted, straight down the middle of the road like the other shoe, just like the Streamline. So I think it could do with a fit and support if it had a little more natural curve to it. It's super bone straight. The insole is about the same as the other one. As a matter of fact, it's exactly the same. Again, it's a double stack of what would be like a Dr. Scholl's memory foam insole. I don't mind it, but it's not my favorite feel. I like a little bit of response. We can blame that on Kraft because Kraft and their Pebax insoles feel very, very good. And I like energy return even in my insole, not just the shoe. Let's talk about midsole. The midsole is the exact same as its counterpart. The exact same. The upper affects how it feels though. When you affect the feeling, you affect the fit. This one feels a little more plush, but I don't know if that's placebo for me feeling better about this upper. But I did notice that it felt a little more plush. Now that could be factory also. You know, different makes of the same shoe often have different feels. You never know what you're going to get based on the glue that they use, how much glue they use, whose hands put this together. It's not always going to feel exactly the same. That was the difference here. This one felt a little more plush, even though it is the exact same midsole tooling. Again, I think it's a compression molded EVA. It's got some bounce to it. It's very, very stout, so they got a lot of material in there. The heel is definitely at that high heel feel, so you're dropping off a little bit. But what I've noticed is I don't feel like I'm dropping off into the toe. I feel like I'm dropping off into this cavity here. It's got this sort of torsional component of forefoot, rear foot being separate. I know that in some cases that's a weight savings, but I don't think it's saving that much weight. I would have liked to have seen them put that flat so that there's more of a rocker feel where your midfoot is actually touching the ground. Maybe it's a component of bounce. They thought that, you know, that concavity would fall as you fall on it and give you a little bit of a plush ride. Right now, I feel that transition heel to toe. So that's a good time to talk about the outsole. Still got that translucent gum outsole. It's good. It's nice and sticky. Great grip. I was on treadmill. I was on concrete. I was on gym floor. No problems there. No problems at all. For me, again, it's in that cavity. I wish that was complete. If they had completed that cavity, the transition heel to toe would be really, really good on this shoe. Overall, it's a great shoe. I actually love it. In a million years, I wouldn't have thought that I had said that I liked an APL shoe. I love this shoe. It's been my main shoe this whole week. I haven't taken it off. Casually, athletically, worked out in it, did a lot of things. I could see myself getting another pair of these. I got these off the Otrium app for $100 flat. They started out at $122, got a coupon that dropped into $100 flat, paid $108 with the shipping. They showed up in 4 days. Otrium is killing the game. I love it. But that's the only way I'd get it. I'm not paying $300 for this, but I definitely pay $100 for another pair. These are really good. That is the APL TECHLOOM Zipline. Thanks for coming through. I really appreciate it. We'll be doing some more things for you. Maybe do a year-end wrap-up on the things that I've picked up. Holiday season. Be safe. Everybody have a good time. Good to see you here. I appreciate you. Peace.